so we have a person here. Sees that person walking by. All right, so she's now obviously on the sidewalk, and we're going. But what's up? This is FSD Beta 10.12.2, and what we're doing is just a quick couple of drives. It's gonna be hit this place, and then I'm gonna have us go to another spot as well. But yeah, I just finally was able to carve some time out to be able to do this. And obviously, as you know, some of you may know, I was kicked out a little bit ago, and thankfully, due to the interview, I was able to get to ask Elon to add me back, so I was able to get back on to the program. So really excited to be here, and looking forward to it. So and yeah, I think the story about it was essentially, I was driving to San Francisco, and on those long drives, especially, I wasn't even using the build within the city, but when you use the build for highway driving, a strikeout there is the same thing. And as you know, on long drives, it's sometimes when you're kind of just sitting back relaxed. All right, let's go right here. When you're sitting back relaxed, you can allow the nags to go a little bit, and that's what I did, and it struck me out in that one case. So that's kind of what happened there, unfortunately. So and because I don't have the internal camera, I only get 3 strikes and then I'm out. So whereas if you have an internal camera, you get 5. So all right, so let's make a left here. All right, so there's cars coming. There's a car coming down here, so hopefully it should know to stop. There's like 4. Okay, perfect. There's all the way up to this Jeep, so there's like 4 cars going by. There's even kind of an Audi kind of flying along with the truck. So we'll see. So there's also 2, this Audi and this truck here. All right, looks like we got the green light, so that's good. Handled that unprotected left-hand turn well, with cars coming. And okay, so make the left here. What is up? All right, so got my coffee, obviously the most important thing, and now we're just gonna be doing this drive. So yeah, so super grateful to be back in the program. Obviously, I didn't make any large announcements just because. All right, so let's get over. Should be getting over here. Oh. All right, so that's where, again, it needs to. That's where it needs to get better. All right, so I think what happened is it. Waited there. So I adjusted it up to 40. Again, it's going a little bit slow. But yeah, so I think what happened was there was some lines, and then and then what happened is those lines became straight, and then and then there was some dotted lines. So I think that's where it got confused. But hey, that's what we're here for. So up here, it's going to be a similar situation where it's going to split. So there's actually going to be one light. Some of you that have been watching these videos, you're going to see that. You're going to see that first light, and then we're going to go through it. First light's here, so it shouldn't go all the way over to the left, and I think it alright, so it's obviously realizing it shouldn't do that, so let's just figured that out. But yeah, so that's where it was going over there a little bit rough, but again, that's why we're here testing and why you got to be ready to take over. In this section specifically, it went down to 25, but I'm going to boost it to 35 because, again, it's way too slow for the area. Alright, so we got a Chevy Bolt going into the middle lane. Let's see if they jump in. They are. So what will be interesting here is it needs to get all the way over to the right lane. Let's see, hopefully it will. It needs to move over. It's gotta go. Alright, so I'm gonna disengage, hit that, and look through. So yeah, it kinda, so it's getting it's definitely getting stumped on some of these other ones, you know? Alright, so let's see if we can go here. pretty strong stop, but yeah, it's going all the way through. So come on, cars, go. By the way, I just want to call out, there's hella Teslas. All right, we made it through. Great. Lots of Teslas in the area, so gotta let the doggy go by. Another Tesla, what's up? So I'm going through a small downtown area. It's called downtown Los Gatos. The main reason is just seeing how, it'll handle certain situations, specifically people jumping out in these crosswalks. Like, for example, that person wasn't sure. Like, this person's getting out of their car, so how is it going to handle? Okay, look, and the great thing is it's going over as that person's out. That's great. This person's coming out too. It's going around. So, and it navigated through that. That's awesome. Alright, so this person's backing up. Wow, look at that. That is awesome. It's going around, navigating back in for this. There's no people here. It's great. I don't see any people. Obviously, jaywalker. Alright, so I'm gonna end it, or not end it, I'm gonna just flip a UE real quick. Okay. Into this parking lot right here. Because like I said again, my goal is to, so let's flip a UE. Just trying to test this as we go through downtown area. Let's see. All right, let's just select here, add. Let's do it. Alright, it's live again. Looks like also too we got the I don't know why it thinks I thought that. So looks like we got the parking sheriff. Man, that visualization is just pretty wild. That's clearly not the one I wanted. Alright, so finally going. Sorry, it was a little bit of a long light. Shout out to the Model X on the right. Okay. So no people up here. So I don't know why it's slowing there. I did hit the accelerator a little bit right there. So it thought there was a stop sign right there, which is interesting. I don't know why. No idea why it thought that. Okay. So kind of these random stops here, to be honest. So I think, I think overall, here, let me just navigate. Let's see. Okay, so we're clear up here. So overall, the drive is good. There's still that issue, sometimes finding that right lane, making the decision on where to go, where not to go. So if you hear the little sound, I got a little baby in the car. He was sleeping, so he's just waking up. So bear with me if he starts crying. But let's see. I think is it gonna want? Yeah. Glad it kept the same path. So it's still having issues finding lanes. I think it's being a little bit overly cautious. You know, it thinks it saw a stop sign, but again, you know, I do feel like the drives are getting smoother. You know, I think the areas for improvement really are going to be on finding the right lane, you know, not being overly cautious, especially on downtown areas, and stopping, you know, kind of randomly. Obviously, it's seeing something, it saw that stop sign there. Probably those are like the major call outs. So okay, so it turned green, and now, all right, thankfully it found the lane, but it needs to go all the way over and then make that right. Shout out to, what is that, the Hyundai Ioniq? Yep, the Ioniq 5. So it made it stop because the light. so here we go. We got a left-hand turn. So obviously we got all these cars here. This white car coming up here as well. So, but the good thing is it handled that well. That's great. Little man's just waking up, so we'll see how far I can get, but I'm about to wrap up this drive anyways. I wanted to finish it with let's see if we can let's make a left here. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is to get this thing to do a full U-turn. So let's see. So it's going to go there. It's okay, buddy. We're almost done. Alright. Here, okay. We're going to make a left. Okay, we got a dog here. Alright, perfect. So here we are. Full complete stop, and then it should do the full roundabout. Wow, that's great. Full UE. Alright, well, I'm gonna kill it. This little man's ready to eat.